Everybody, Three Geeks Podcast conversation. We welcome back Ernie Altbacker, and Josh White's new to the cast. How you guys doing?
Good. How you doing, Justin?
Good. Well, I'm happy to hear that issue 1. This is one of the alt art made it into Kickstarter.
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
That one's rare, apparently.
I was stoked about it. I had to get.
We ran out, and there's been a problem.
There's been a problem. Getting angry letters.
Some people haven't gotten their Men in Black variant cover, and I did whatever. There was an issue. We got to make more.
Yeah,
but they're going to be different.
More.
They're gonna. Those you have the original. We're gonna anytime past this run, there's gonna be like a little marking, on it where we're gonna change something. So that's it.
I will keep it in a safe. No one will ever see that issue ever again.
No, I mean, right. You would have to wait 20 years for that thing to be valuable. Well, we'll see.
Hopefully, not on wood. Hopefully, it's here.
It's going to be worth so much next year, maybe. The year after.
Maybe. I appreciate the maybe.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you guys have been busy. Issue 2 Kickstarter just kicked off, I believe, the 15th, if I remember my dates right, October 15th.
You do?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
You do.
Cool.
We're in the middle of it now. We're about 70, over 75%, 77, something like that.
You guys are crushing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is moving along. I'm excited. Super thankful for everybody that's supporting us, and it's been a fun process.
Yeah. And Ernie, you're the writer, and I think we have an artist here. Josh, you drew most of this stuff. Is that correct? I made sure
all of it. I drew all.
Yeah, is that amazing? I found the guy, and he does everything. He does pencils, inks, color, lettering, and then flattening. I didn't even know that was a thing. Flattening also does that too.
Yeah.
Made the covers.
Yeah, because the more comic book folks that I interview, the more of I'm the ink guy, I'm the color guy, I'm the I find out so many of the to your point, niche, I really enjoy doing this. I can do this, but I really enjoy doing that, which is cool. Right. But Josh, what got you into this whole industry and interested in doing comics and the whole deal?
Man, I spent a lot of time when I was younger just drawing whatever. You're reading comic books. I'm reading Spawn. I'm reading Savage Dragon, X-Men stuff. And I want to draw those kinds of characters. So I'm just, I've been drawing as long as I can remember. And then sort of when I got to the point where I was looking for a job, I ended up kind of going down the graphic design, web development pathway. So it's kind of in an adjacent field doing similar stuff. But, when COVID hit and everybody got kind of a chance to hey, what do I want to do when I grow up kind of moments? I was I kind of feel like I want to kind of get back into doing drawing and illustration and that kind of thing. And so, I started kind of just digging back into it. I had done some stuff probably about 8 years ago. It was like a kid's comic kind of thing. We did a little trading card thing. It was called Leaner's Legacy. I don't think it exists in any capacity today, but I was that seemed like it was something that I would enjoy, kind of pursuing a little bit more. So since then, I've been getting more and more into it. And then I met Ernie at San Diego Comic-Con, and I was looking to do a project, and we just sort of hit it off. And it was just sort of a natural evolution of kind of, getting into this thing. So it was a great project to kind of get involved with. I couldn't have asked for a better partner to kind of get something out there. So that's kind of what got me back into it,
Awesome. Great to hear. And Ernie, what have you been up to since the last time we spoke? I saw Aztec Batman. That was a lot of fun. It was a fun universe to live in for a little bit. I'm glad I'm not back in those times, but it was pretty cool. Pretty cool world to be in.
Ah, thank you. Yes. That was really fun. I mean, it's been a long road. I started writing that thing in 2019. Started developing it with the producers, Anima and Hello Anima and Chitrone, along with Warner Brothers, and so that finally came out, and it actually got a theatrical release in Mexico and 500 screens, which was crazy. Usually straight to video, or direct to video does not get anything in any territory. So that was pretty cool. I had done a low budget movie in Hungary, and it got turned into a feature. It wasn't supposed to be a feature, and the guy shot some extra material, and he's like, "Now it's a feature," and I go, "Okay." And then he entered it in Kevin Smith's Smodcastle Film Festival, and it won best comedy feature. Like, it
That's
won
awesome.
the festival. I mean, there's a best drama feature and a best comedy. So basically, it won the New Jersey Golden Globe, I guess. And so that was a trip. And yeah, and then, I mean, it just came in hot over the summer. We did like a panel. I did several panels at Comic-Con, and one of them was Aztec Batman, and it ended up getting this standing ovation. And I've never seen, I mean, not going to say we were Beatles, but after we did that, we were disappointed. It was like, oh, Thursday, nobody's going to be there, whatever. 2,000 people showed up. And packed this, like 6 ACB or whatever, ACBE, and they actually kind of surged toward the stage, and the security guards just had this look on their face like, whoa, what's happening? Like, you people are usually so well behaved, like, don't get out of control now. Don't throw it all away, nerds.
Yeah. Montezuma's revenge. Don't.
Yeah. It's like, oh my God. But so it was like all of a sudden, you're the guy from Aztec Batman. What is happening right now? So yeah, that was like two crazy things. And during this, I'm talking to Josh. I'm like, we were supposed to go at October 1st, and I was like, I don't know if we're gonna make it. Josh always goes, the comic's going to be done this week. It's going to be done Friday. And then Friday comes and goes. I'm like, it's like, no, I only got like 3 pages done. But, family stuff and work and whatever. I'm like, but next week. I'm like,
there's always next Friday. Always.
Yeah, it was always next Friday. It was always, right? And I'm like, why don't we just call it? He's like, but the max I'm willing to do is 15 days. I'm like, the max you're willing to do?
A hostage negotiation. I'll do you 15. That's it.
It's like, it's not. It's gonna be done. You just get everything else in order. I'm like, what? So, but it's done. It's like mostly done. We're doing the kind of the rewrites right now, which is, I'm doing notes on the panels, and he's gonna have to add stuff, but it'll be done by the time this thing ends. The time the campaign ends, we're gonna be ready to. Well, we have draw me ins. There are draw me ins that Josh have to do, but we've kind of planned better this time. Last time we thought, let's just put it in because it sounds fun. We might get one from
maybe get one.
One of our family members might go, I'm going to just take pity on you and give you this money. I won't really care about it. And 4 people ended up taking it. So we didn't have enough like extra people in the panels to do it. Like, he had to repanel in 2 places to add another random person that we could use as a draw me in, right? And so, this time we were like, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna put in some guys in the hallway, some aliens, some cool aliens, right? That we can easily change out, and Josh is like put him on a different level in his art thing. I don't know. You tell him about that stuff.
Yeah, please. I'd love to hear. Yeah. One of the draw me ins, some of my favorite like add-ons comic book artists do is like, hey, and I'm always curious, and let me preface this. Do you do just the face, or like if I bought it, is like my sending you like 25 photos of myself like selfieing, like, hey, I need you to like incorporate my whole torso into this thing.
I guess it, like some of them, we try to make it as natural as possible, like where someone would be in the spot that they would actually be in. And some of them, I guess we just said, hey, send us some photos, that just a few different of your favorite picks. And some people just sent a face, other people sent, quite a few. And I think the hardest part is, the art style that we went for in this one is a little bit closer to Archer, so you've got thick lines and relatively, simple cell shading it's like making sure that it looks like the person without like going way beyond the detail of what the rest of the book looks like was a little bit of a challenge, but
which we did in 2 cases.
Yeah, we did.
In issue 1, it's like that is a real person, like that panel in our Archer cartoon.
Right. It's a little over. Yeah. It does look like him.
One of them was a friend of mine, and is like, I want my kid in this thing, and I'm like, okay, get him pointing like this and going like, wow, like you're surprised. And it's in the middle of a panel, like it's exact. It's just a cartoon, and I'm like, it doesn't look like our book, man. So this time they're gonna be more like the book. Right?
But maybe we'll see. Yeah. We'll see how it takes out.
In answer to your question, if you want to be full figured, you're full figured. That's it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
We're willing to work with you because it is the highest thing on the thing. So it's like we'd love obviously aliens. Aliens are easy, but we still get the full face, right? So it's like, can you have fur? Can you have antennas or something? Some people are like, because if you read the comic, it's bodysuit. Aliens are in bodysuits, although there's a couple humans in there too, right? So we can have, like what looks like a human, and they just might have a tail or something
sure,
like because it didn't fit in the bodysuit or something like that. So, 2 people who got him last time got him again.
Sweet.
So Josh must be doing something right.
Recurring characters. That's that. Eventually, they're going to get a line. Issue 3, I might get a line.
We already did that. We already did that.
Oh, fair.
They have at least like line. Yeah, but one of them is like the design of his body. What did you do? What character did you take from? Like, because the face is exact.
Yeah, it's kind of obscure, but there's these characters in a Star Trek: The Next Generation episode where there's these fish people, and the body is they look like sardines, but the body is kind of like these tubes, and they've got like lobster claws.
So he did that for somebody, and I was like, this is so interesting. And then this guy was one of the people who got it again, and he's like, I really liked it, and I wanted to see it back in there. I'm like, you know what, we'll do at least a bit with you, and hey, by the time it gets to like if you continue to do it, we're gonna just give you a plot line,
Yeah.
Like you'll be a recurring character. I don't care. We don't care. We get to do whatever we want. That's one of the great things about making an indie comic is it's just Josh and I, And I'll pitch him lines. And when I make him laugh, I'm like, that's the line. Let's use that. Let's use that. Or he'll pitch me something. He's like, what about this? God, what did you say for one line where I was like, man, that's way better than mine taking it, like.
Oh my gosh.
It was, what do you call it? Where the gray alien was talking with the stage manager, and they were fighting, and it was like, hey man, there were bright lights in the sky and 3 campers got reported getting probed. And he's like, really? I'm shocked. It sounds like a coincidence. And it's fully a gray alien, right? And he's like, I'm pulling your permit. It happens again. I'm pulling your permit. And the guy goes, whatever. Let me know when you're going camping. It's like, oh, shit, that's good. In fact, it's so good. We made a sticker out of him going, let me know when you're going camping with the big thumb.
That's awesome. That's so good. I consider the back of a Subaru now. So good.
Yeah.
You guys mentioned something earlier, and I wanted to pick your brains about it. How did you know you were done? Like, how did you know, like, A, the art side of it, and B, like, was it just the date? Like, hey, we're nailing that. Ernie knew you were, obviously the writing was basically done for the most part, at least the first pass of it. But, like, how did you get a feel for, like, hey, this is the story I want to tell, the pages I want to draw, that whole deal for issue 2?
Oh, well, so I write the first draft of a comic book strip, and then we go over it panel by panel, and he's already sketched like some really rudimentary. He's like, so the guy will be here, and it just looks like a bunch of lines in some cases to me, and I'm like, you know what, I'm going to trust you. That sounds pretty good. That's whatever. So it really takes a while to get past the sketch stage to where I can really make a comment on the art because it's in his head. But we go through the writing at that point, and he's like, what if we did this? And so I might have to change the writing a little bit. And we're each kind of waiting for a while. He waits for me to settle in on the story. Now, since it's off of my novella, I know the general path and I know the ending we're going to. But because I'm doing with him, I don't mind changing things. We can't get everything. Oh, you got the novella too. Yeah. So the book is the novella is so detailed with all these references and stuff. We couldn't possibly get everything in, and it would be boring to like jam all those people and have a line, right? So we have to decide on stuff. Then sometimes he reads it, but he comes out with something that's different, and it's way better. And in my book or in the novella, it was only a minor character, and I'm like, shit, I'm going to give this guy more stuff because the design is just so cool. So I don't mind if the comic is totally different because then you've got 2 things, like you can read the book and then you get the comic, which is different. And it's going to basically peel away after 4 issues. That's it. That will encompass the book. And then there'll be other adventures if hopefully it's popular enough that people want it. But all right, but Josh, with the art is a little bit different. So you go now.
Well, I think part of the original process when we got together and decided what story we were going to do, we had to decide on the art style. So I kind of intentionally did a couple of different variations to kind of work through, like, here's what this thing could look like. We settled on this one primarily because, it lent itself to making a lot of interesting stuff a little bit quicker. Like we could make a lot of fun aliens, but it wasn't going to take, weeks and weeks and weeks of inking to kind of get through all this stuff. So I think that was one of the main considerations, was just being careful to choose a look that we could complete in a reasonable amount of time. Because, one of the things that I wanted to make sure that we were able to do is, you launch the Kickstarter, and I didn't want the thing to end and then 8 months later somebody gets a product. I was like, dude, I mean, when this thing ends, like the next month, you ought to have something in your hands. And so, we kind of launched it conscientious of that. Like, you get the thing in, I think the first campaign was in May or June, and then we had books going out in August. It took 3 weeks to get books back, and
we had delays. We don't see this. We don't see it. Comic-Con kind of hurt us because we weren't able to put in the order before Comic-Con, and then it takes 10 days to 2 weeks to get the books back, and then we had a problem getting the novella files, which was a whole thing, so that delayed us, and there was some weirdness. But this time now we've got that, we know what the time stuff is. I think by the time it gets done in November 15th, that I'm hoping we're mailing by December 15th, right?
Oh yeah,
maybe earlier.
Yeah, just depending on how quick we get the stuff back. Yeah.
Is it you guys boxing it too and shipping it out, or I guess I don't know that phase of the Kickstarter in general.
It's me.
It's Josh.
I'm gonna send everything to Ernie. Your turn, bro.
Oh man, I wouldn't mind the piling in the things, but he's the one that he gets the cover and checks the color on it and makes sure some stuff goes. So I would be like, yeah, I guess it's fine. There might be something artily wrong, and it's like, it's the shade off, the science not there. I mean, I'm like, come on, you got to deal with it, man. He's got kids, man.
Plus I got 3 kids. It's like, hey, put these comics in these bags, guys.
That won't hurt us. That won't hurt us.
That's awesome. I do want to ask, is there stuff you've learned between, and I feel you kind of touched on this already, but from Kickstarter 1 to Kickstarter 2, is there things or advice? I remember asking you in the first episode for the first issues, what do you like about, or what have you learned about Kickstarter? Has any of that changed, or any advice you'd give to someone that's starting a Kickstarter? And maybe one or both of you can give some insights there.
I mean, the first time it was like everything was new, and I didn't know if things were going to go. I didn't know when I hit the button. They said sometimes it's 1 to 3 days before it goes live, and I'm like, shit, I want it to be on a Monday, but I guess if it's a Wednesday, it's okay. And then I hit the button and it's like, oh, we're live 5 seconds later. And I'm like, well, crap. Nobody told me that would happen. Crap. We need stuff for social media right now. We were unprepared for a lot of stuff. So this one, I feel a lot better about it.
Yeah. That's awesome. Josh, do you have any insights? I mean, you were on the first cast with it, but I would love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, that was it. I feel like we did a lot of research about, how to run the campaign, but I don't think anything really prepares you for all the little things that you figure out when you do it that you wouldn't have even thought to communicate with somebody had they not known. And it's one of those trial by fire things that I think, I think part of the process is the ebb and flow of how the campaign goes, and flying by the seat of her pants in the first one was a little wild, just not knowing what to expect. Who do I send emails out to? And one of the major issues that we didn't really realize was most campaigns wait for a lot of followers, and we didn't really do any groundwork at all. We had 8 people that were watching campaign number 1 when we hit the button. We're like, I don't know how many we're supposed to have. Let's just go. And it just, it went forward and it made it. And I was like, okay, that's cool. So for campaign 2, we got about 40. So, that's pretty good.
It's progress for sure. Yeah. It's progress.
People who are like, oh, you need 100. I'm like, I don't know how you get there. I don't know how that even works, but okay. So yeah, it is definitely one of those things that the second one feels way smoother because we know, we need these assets to send out on social media. I need to at least tell our campaign people from the first one that this is happening. So it just feels like we've got our hands on the steering wheel a little bit better.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
Before it was like, I don't know. It was, well, I was telling my friend while it was in the middle of number one, getting advice still. And he goes, so, okay, how many followers did you start out with? And I go, 8. And he goes, excuse me, 80? And I go, no, 8. And he goes, man, they shouldn't have even let you start. I don't understand how you did so well. Well, look how you're doing so well. I'm like, got some friends, I guess. If I hadn't written some of these things, like Batman Hush or whatever, I do not think I make it. I don't think we make it.
It's all good, but I do want to showcase the variant art you have here. Let me see if I can share my screen. Because you mentioned how the Men in Black variant covers in high demand. These are dope. How do you guys come up with, like, between Star Wars and the Matrix? Does it just draw out of a hat? Like, this is the franchise I want to make a cool variant art for?
Actually, the Matrix one that's our guest artist, Livio Ramondelli, who does the IDW Transformers, and he does like Star Wars covers also, and many other things.
Gotcha.
He pitched that. He pitched Rooftop, whatever, and then I think he said, what if he was holding a script? So it's definitely parodied. I'm like, oh yeah, and put him on the phone. Like he's doing script notes on the first day of location shooting, and a producer, Kaz, she's pissed off, so she's shooting at him. It's like, this is in character, actually. And then remember how I said that it was always next Friday? Like every time it was like, this is going to be done this Friday, 6 or 7 in a row, right? I go, stop. You're not doing it. You're not doing a variant cover this time, because last time he did both of them. He did the main cover and 2 variants. And I go, forget it. We've got the Livio cover. I love our regular cover because it's part of the story. It's the one with the aliens looking at Dr. Fordham and Morris there. And then he springs it on me. He's like, I did one in my spare time. I'm like, what spare time? We're still behind. We're still behind on stuff, man. He's like, no, this idea was too good. I mentioned it one time, and he just put it away, and he never told me.
It is a really good idea, though.
About it. And apparently he had time, I don't know, on the dumper. Did you see? He even did the back cover. I'm like, where did you get all this time? God, where is it? You know what? I can send it in the chat if you want to see it.
I can pull it on screen too. But
I don't think I have it in the. It's off of my social media, but
it should be in the folder. It should be in the full thing in there.
I don't think it's in the full.
But that's okay. If you find it cool, I'll share it. But if not, dope variant covers. I don't usually get like the full bundle, but I was all about I'm going the wrong way. Boop boop. But I was like, these are too cool. I don't know. You scratched the right creative itch for me. It was definitely cool.
Damn it! I can't.
Well, I'm trying to think of things that I stuck out to me when I was growing up, and we've got I feel like we're not even going to get to all the covers that I want to do. One of them was a Total Recall movie poster.
I would have. No, it's so good.
I'm telling you, there's some of these. So I in the digital deluxe for the first one, I included the sketch I had on that one, but it's not the official box art, but it's the actual poster that was around, and it's perfect. It's got all the characters on it. The way that it's the composition works, puts everybody in there, and everyone's just a different character. So that one 100% is going to make it in one of these.
And then I saw, someone had a really good idea. We were on a different podcast, and they were like, "What about this?" And all of a sudden, I just see this.
Yeah, I'm just writing.
Like he wrote it down, and I'm like, dude, no more. No, you can't. We already kind of spoken for, but it was Starship Troopers. Have the cast in Starship Troopers, and then also put, what is it? Would you like to know more? And have our QR code on the front cover.
Oh,
and
that's good.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Can I pitch one more, and you might hate it, but like do the Two-Face thing with like half a human and then the alien on the other half with the zipper, like human body.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like, cause like it's like hanging on.
Give me a second here.
Wait,
oh no, he's already been doing it.
I mean, Total Recall, I think, makes sense if we do a bar scene and Kaz is the tri-breasted woman.
She is on the cover. I think she is tri-breasted on the other cover.
Really?
One of them is. It might be Josie.
Oh,
I need to double check.
That would be good.
Yeah, it fits really well. It fits so good.
All right. Jeez. Well, now we know those characters. Now we have more to populate with, because before it was ZB, his girl Friday, Kaz, and we only saw one of his people as like kind of engineer, not audio engineer, his kind of cameraman and everything other than audio, which is this butterfly woman. Whose name is unpronounceable, and Hilda. You see them in 2. So basically 2 is, well, for anybody who's listening to this, Area 51, our studios, is everything you know about Area 51 is wrong. It's actually, while it is a secret base, it's actually a studio where your cheaper aliens come to shoot galactic reality TV or shows or movies. So basically, it's kind of like Seth Rogen's The Studio or the Larry Sanders Show combined with Men in Black, which is, I mean, usually when I pitch it, like somebody will laugh. You know, if it's 2 or 3 people, they're like, oh, that's a funny idea. And so it's got more aliens in this one, more bigger stakes, and more maniacal scheming, like the Inside Hollywood thing. I mean, since I've seen some of it, I can write it like pretty well too, but just like little, and now you're out of the profit participation. Like it's just like a person just waiting, like Montgomery Burns, to say that I've got your points. And I just find that humorous. I mean, we're writing and drawing this like for us to amuse ourselves, but we think that there's a large crossover of people that also like the same stuff, because if you're not doing it for yourself, then then nobody's going to like it, so you have to do a choice here and there.
And this might be one of my last questions, but is this scratching a creative itch in order to do like other stuff too in Kickstarter? Like, has this gone so well that like, hey, I have a lot of other cool ideas that you and Josh or you independently, like whoever, like can go and do more Kickstarter stuff? Is that like on the table?
It's both on the table and somewhat planned.
Oh, good.
So we've talked about a number of things, because the idea was like, okay, well, Area 51 might get, enjoyed enough to go back in there. But like, I specifically don't want to get pigeonholed into just doing one project. I would much rather kind of do a lot of different things and then revisit stuff. And, for my money, I mean, Kickstarter, that was one of the things that we kind of talked about quite a bit in the beginning, was like, and one of the reasons it took a lot longer to kind of do the first Kickstarter was our first pathway was like, hey, let's find somebody who wants to publish this thing. And so we made a pitch deck, and we made a bunch of like something I could send to people and try to get interest. Whereas the other route, I'm like, dude, let's just go to Kickstarter. We own the IP. They can't tell us what to do. We don't sign away any of our rights. We keep creative control. And if something happens down the road, hey, good on that. But like, we can put this thing out on our own. We don't need to ask anyone's permission. Let's just do it. And so, we just went for it for all those reasons. And I like the idea of retaining full control over everything, and you can decide what to do with it later if you want.
Yeah.
So when we first talked, he gave me some of his ideas. I gave him some of mine, and the thing was, I really like Josh's. There's one idea that I like the idea of taking a break. We're going to do the 4 issues, and then we're going to put them into a graphic novel with all the extras. And I think, I'm saying it again and again while we're doing these podcasts, we add like a short story. We add 10 brand new pages, but Josh, being the perfectionist, will go through everything and add more aliens in the background, and we might do a little rewriting and whatever, right? So we'll zhuzh it up, add 10, 12 new pages, and then put it out there, and then give it a break. Let's see what happens. And he's got an idea that I'm raring to get in at, and he's loving it. He has these character designs.
Yeah, I love it.
So, but mine was written. The story was there. So we figured we could get something done a lot faster by you. I was like, I know I can turn around these scripts because I've got a guide. I worked this dialogue before. And as it turns out, it just never ends. Like, I can go through it again. I'm like, oh, I can make that line better. Or Josh will come up. It's like, what if he says this? And that's great, So we're constantly changing things, and he's okay with, like, you know what, I'm going to have to move that character around. I mean, from a 3/4 to a 1/4. I think it'll be funnier if he's looking at us, or I think it'll be funnier if he's bent over. We had a discussion that lasted for 5 minutes about a person hurling standing up or bent over, hands on knees. And he was the one who's like, you know what? It's funnier with the hands on knees.
I was about to say hands on knees. Please tell me hands on knees.
That's what we went with. I mean, in fact, there was a lot of notes on. One of my notes on the other vomit that we have in the number 2 is I wanted to break the panel. I wanted to splash, break the panel. I'm like, oh, and Josh was like, yeah, that sounds cool. So
yeah.
But yeah, so we want to do different things. I'd rather have like 3, 4, 5 different things. And I wanted to work with other people, and I want to work with other people too.
Yeah.
But we're going to have our own little base where we do stuff, and we'll be able to sell stuff that we've partnered with other people also, thus increasing the inventory, or at least it's another place to sell that, even if it would be from an indie comic book company.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not going to mind. We're going to be buying from them and then selling on our own, so.
Yeah, no, it's incredible. I know we're going a little bit long, so anything else you guys want to like promote or talk about that maybe I didn't cover in a question?
Josh, tell them about the links. Links for this thing. We got something for you, Justin.
Yeah, so we've got some secret reward stuff where if you want to get issue 2, the print, where you want to catch up, you didn't get in number 1, so you want issues 1 and 2, we've got a couple of links that give you 20% off. So awesome. I'll send. What's the best way to do? You want me to just email them to you, or?
Yeah, email's fine. Yeah, email's totally fine. We'll get them out. Yep.
Yeah. So there's a catch-up reward, and basically you'll just click the link, and then on the reward list you'll see a secret link there, a secret reward there that gives you 20% off of either of those. So gives you an opportunity to catch up, exclusive to your viewers/listeners.
Thank you so much.
Well, yeah, if somebody watches this 2 weeks from now, they can, and we're still going. I mean, it's going to end at a certain point, but it will. So it's print comics, though, right? So if you want to print, if you got number 1 and you're like, oh crap, I forgot to get it in the early days, then you can get it for. It's almost Kickstarter doesn't let you do like just 20% off, and it comes off in the thing. It's some money off. It's about 20% off. And then you can also get 1 and 2 if you don't have 1 to catch up. And it's like whatever. It was 25, now it's 20, right? It's like, I don't know, percentage off, but it's some money off. And also if they write something on the comments, we usually throw in things like these, like stickers. Here's our frenemy producer, and the other guy who wants you to go camping. And if they write on the Kickstarter site, what do you call it? 3 Geeks Podcast # free stuff. Even if they don't get one of the 2 sale items, we will throw in some free stuff for anything that we have to mail you an envelope to. So Cool. If you're like, no, I want all 3 covers or whatever, and that's not on sale, at least you'll get like some stickers. Or last time Josh made a print 5x7 mouth drink, which is something that he invented, and I took that ball and I'm like now making
it's pretty dope. I like it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So yeah. So if they write if they want the stickers, they can or whatever we're gonna get. If we go over a little bit, we should have some money to make something fun.
Absolutely.
Awesome. I love to hear it. Anything else you guys want to pitch? It was wonderful talking to you. I love meeting you, Josh. Ernie, you're always welcome. So are you, Josh. But it was great to having you.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks so much.
I'll tell you, I'll pitch you. We'd like to come back for number 3.
Whenever, please. 3, 4, 5, 11, whenever.
Yeah, there you go.
Welcome, right. Whenever, my friend.
We'll see. Because number 3, I think we might have a patch or a pin.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Yeah. I just want it's got to fit in. It's got to fit into the mailer. We cannot do anything crazy. Our friend did shot glasses, and I'm like, "Are you insane?" Like he has to send it separate, or like he sends it with a box. We're hoping by 4 to get a mouth drink shirt. So
that would be cool.
Like a mouth drink shirt.
Right? Oh, that's awesome.
Go ahead.
Thanks a lot. If anybody is going to listen to this, thank you very much for considering us and listening this long.
Thank you. What Ernie said. Thank you so much. See you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.